Rosemary Reeves. I'm Executive Director of Women Eye. Women Eye is an organization that was designed to give women the tools to empower themselves. And we look forward to having all women all over the world be a part of this great women initiative. Women Eye is an organization. We have workshops. We have all different types of programs set up to help women. Now you're looking at Women Eye TV, and we're bringing you all different types of programs that hopefully help you with your day-to-day situation. Today we'll be interviewing a wonderful young lady who's a very old friend of mine. Her name is Dianne Hodges, and she is going to be talking to us about body movement, body motion, healing one's spirit, so all different sorts of things. I'm going to have to let her talk to you about that. But and you feel free to go to the website www.womeneye.org to see this and show your friends and watch it over and over again until you get it. So so to make a long story short, I'm going to introduce you to Dianne Hodges.
Hey sister, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How about you, Dianne?
I'm great.
That's good.
I'm happy to be a part of Women's Eye. I feel like it is a beautiful baby, and you've given birth, and so now you have this, how old is she? 9
She's
months?
1 year old.
Okay.
1 year old, thank God.
Okay, so she's
Yeah.
in a serious formative stage.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So how's it going? It's good?
It's wonderful. And with great women like you, you've been there for me. You're a founding member. Thank God for you. And so great women like you are here to be a part of this mission so we can help women all over the world. And I think that's a great thing. So thank you so much for that.
Well, my contribution is to assist women in healing from a cellular level. I've been in dance, and I'll call it belly dancing, but as my mentor and my instructor of many years has said, she hates to use the B word. We like to say North African dance because that's where it evolved.
Okay.
And we know that all dance is universal, and the very first prayer was dance. And so what I've done is taken this ancient dance that has been prostituted, because so often when you look at this dance, the first thing you think of is entertainment for men or prostitution. But the dance was very ancient and very sacred dance. And of course, women, as long as you can remember, they do a lot of things for money. They have to. Sometimes it's survival. So when you think about where the dance evolved from, and that little girls always learned how to do this dance at a very early age, then of course if a woman got hard up for money, what do? You use your tools, whatever they might be, okay? But looking at the dance from what it really is, and that's sacred dance, every part of your body is considered part of temple.
Right.
And in ancient cultures, this dance was used to prepare women for childbirth. It was used to balance the body so that there was no such thing as menopause and hot flashes and what have you. But also, one of the components of the dance that has been very, very important to me is to help women reclaim their softness, because our power is in our softness.
Yes, yes.
Now, you could go back to slavery or even before then, but women have had the, it is almost like in their genetic coding to have to be aggressive.
You know what, Dianne, it's amazing that you would say that, because we just developed our Women Eye key, our Women Eye logo. And the Women Eye logo is actually a woman laying on her side, which is a key that can open all doors. And to me, with the same thing that you're talking about as far as the softness, she's laying on her side because when you're standing up, you're kind of rigid. You stand on her side, you're kind of rigid, so therefore that reminds me of our our logo that we created. That so many members had sent me information. I had sent the information out to them about the logo and asked them their opinion and stuff, and they sent me things like, oh, Rosemary, I really like it, but can she be standing up? And my whole, just like you're mentioning, we have to go back to our softness, you know, and to me, by her being on her side, that shows movement, it shows softness, it flows. And so, and by you talking about this, hopefully they will understand too my methodology on this logo and where women have their most strength. You know, as I was mentioning before, you know, standing up, you're kind of rigid, and, you know, nobody can tell you from a man or anything else like that. So we need to step back into that place.
Well,
so continue.
Being a wellness coach, an energy facilitator, I am an instructor of sacred dance, and watching women over the years by me working with them in energy, what I noticed was that there was this aggressive, dominating energy, which is almost necessary for survival, okay? And I have clients, most of my clients, I say, are professional women, and they run ages like maybe 30, 29 to about 43, 44. And one of the things that I had to do with them was to assist them in moving into softness, even in the boardroom.
Right.
I would tell them, okay, you don't have to wear that pinstripe suit. You don't have to look aggressive or masculine in order for them to get your point across. One of my clients, she had a big real estate developer in New York. She had a big meeting to go to. She found a pink jacket with military buttons. And she had this awesome hairstyle that, like, when she walks down the street, people are like, oh my God, you know. So when she walked into the boardroom, she was the only female in there. She got everybody's attention, and she got what she wanted.
Right.
But it was the softness
with
her intelligence.
Yes.
And if you go back through history, you will see that women were always very powerful, but they never lost their softness. And I don't care if you go to the Bible or if you go into the Egyptian times or the pharaohs, women kept their softness. So now I have women that, let's example, just taking your hand and moving it like this. This is very difficult for the women to take my class. Because you know what? Slow is what you call yin energy.
Okay.
Okay, yang is aggressive fast. So the women want to do like this. Okay? And when I say slow, they really can't comprehend what slow means. Because nothing in their life is slow. Nothing is soft. And so in their relationships, the relationships suffer in intimacy because they take that same energy of survival into the bedroom. I had one client, you know, she's taller than her mate, and I would see her talking to him, and I was like, you know, you're really intimidating. And I was like, you know, you need to soften that. And she said, well, what do I do? I said, well, you know what? If you got something to say to him, before you say it, start off with, well, baby. Because that's going to give you an opportunity to think about what you're getting ready to say before you blurt out something that you're going to be sorry about. Because that man is going to respond to baby. If you put on something sexy and ask him to help you clean the house, I bet you he'll help you clean the house. But if you come in there with your hair rollers on and your jeans and talk about, come on in, help me clean up, that's not going to get it. Because they bend to femininity. So my motto is reclaim your feminine essence. What is your feminine essence? In Egyptian dance, North African dance, or belly dance, every movement is in line with nature. We're talking about water flowing. We're talking about air breathing. We're talking about your body opening up to receive and things that aren't good for the body, you can shake them off. That's what the dance is all about, you know. But what women find is that even though they may think they can do the dance, once they begin to learn the dance, they find out it's not as easy as they thought. Because in order to do this dance, you have to control your body. And if you can control your body, you can control your life. So what you find out is that each movement is isolated. And so if I'm shoulder shimmying, the rest of my body is not moving. If I do a hip drop, I'm going to isolate that part of my body, and that's the only thing that's moving. And so what you find out is that that becomes a challenge.